And we get started. We get started. So look, everybody, make sure y'all locked in with me. As I said, cameras on, notes out. So get y'all cameras on, get y'all notes out. You feel what I'm saying? As I said, we got a very, very special guest on the call today. And you know, the information you're gonna see or you're gonna hear, do not take it for granted. You feel what I'm saying? This is somebody that helped me build that amount of success that I was able to build. So before we even bring him up here, we gotta set the tone. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta set the tone, we gotta set the scenery, or we gotta really like, you know, kind of set the scene for real. So I'm gonna really kind of, you know, dive deep into some information real quick. I'm gonna give y'all a little quick training. Um, Give me 1 second. I'm gonna give y'all a quick training. You feel what I'm saying? And then we live, man. So look, either than that, man. Look, everybody, if you really locked in, get your camera on, get your notes out. But look, first thing first, man, just to really get into it, man, because we're not gonna really take up too much time. I want y'all to really just understand, right? So, right, that's the first word I want you guys to write down. Understand, right? Understand really what you got in front of you, right? Understand what you got access to. Like, really just understand what you have your hands on when it comes to this business. You feel what I'm saying? Really understand what you have your hands on when it comes to this business. Like, that's the first thing I'm gonna really tell you guys, because once you actually do 100% understand what you have your hands on, right? You're gonna have no other option but to take this business serious, right? You're gonna have no other option but to take the business serious. So really understand what you got your hands on. Like, no, really, like, I'm gonna kind of break down the numbers real quick. I'm gonna break down the numbers real quick because this is what kind of did it for me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna break down the numbers because this is what did it for me. Yo, look, in America, there's 328 million people plus, right? So write this down. Write this down. There's 328 million people plus in America. You feel what I'm saying? Out of all of these people, right? Like only 5% of people actually get to become a millionaire. Right? These are the statistics behind it. So there's 328 million people in the world, right? Out of all the, or in America, you feel what I'm saying? Out of all of these people, only about 5% of people actually get to touch $1 million in their lifetime. Right? Only about 5% of people get to really touch $1 million in their lifetime. Now, when I'm be honest with y'all, when I first saw this, I kind of really had to think like, yo, what separates people that make $1 million and people that don't? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what separates them? What do I got to do to actually get to that millionaire status? Because, you know, I'm going to be honest, you know, out of that 5%, probably only 1% of people that actually touch $1 million might look like me and you. You feel what I'm saying? So, look, I had to really kind of think about it. What do I got to do to get $1 million? Now, first thing I had to ask myself is, and what you got to ask yourself is, how many things have I done before this business that I actually had a chance to make $1 million? Right? How many things have I done before this business that I actually had a chance to make $1 million? Y'all could drop it in the chat if you got one. Shit, me, when I first asked, I was like, all right, I used to play ball, but I'm 5'9", I'm not going to the A. You feel what I'm saying? I'm 5'9", I'm not going to the A. So it was like, other than that, like, yo, I never had a chance to actually make $1 million. I never had the opportunity to actually make $1 million. You feel what I'm saying? So it comes down to that. You know what I mean? It comes down to, you know, ultimately just kind of realizing what you got your hands on. Now, I'm gonna be honest, like I treat this business like this is my only shot at making $1 million. Right? Whether I got something on the side that I could do or not, because you know, the way I kind of look at it is like you have to treat this business like it's your only shot to make $1 million if you really gonna make $1 million in this business. If you got something on the back of your mind, like, yeah, I could always fall back on school, I could always fall back on this, it's like, you know, you're gonna fall back on it. So like, I'm gonna be honest, this is my only chance. Like, you know, I dropped out of college. I'm not working for nobody else. I've been had established that when I was 18. So it's like, yo, treat this business like it's your only chance to make $1 million. Outside of that, you got to just kind of look at it like this. Like, you know, a lot of us on this call, you know, we're probably not right now at this point, we're not making enough money from the business to fund our lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying? Other than probably making like, let's say $4,000 or $5,000 a month, that'll probably fund your lifestyle from the business. But like, yo, one thing I'm gonna really tell you guys, like, yo, from out since I was making $150 a month in the business, I was treating that $150 a month like it was 10,000. So I really came into business and I really ran it full time. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it don't even matter if you're making $0 a month in the business. You got to treat the business like it's paying you $10,000 a month. So you could put in $10,000 worth of work on a day-to-day basis. You feel what I'm saying? You got to treat the business like it's paying you $10,000 a month even when it's not, so you can actually wake up every day and put $10,000 worth of work into the actual business, right? But aside from that, that's like kind of the scene, you feel what I'm saying? But now it's about, that's the statistics behind it. That's what you have access to. But now it's about the approach. How are you going to actually approach the business to actually get to that amount of success, right? So write down the approach, right? So I don't know about y'all, but I like drop a 7 in the chat. This attain to you, but this is my first time I'm actually doing something that can make me $1 million, right? Drop a 7 in the chat if that's you right now. Like this is your first time actually doing something that can make you $1 million. All right, bet. So look, I'm talking to the right people. So look, really kind of look at it. Like look at the group that we're in, right? Look at our mentors. Look at Banks. Look at Gustavo. Look at Darwin. And think, why are they winning at a massive level and I'm not? Right? That's like I'm telling y'all what I had when I came into the business. Is how I was thinking. Right? I looked at Banks. I looked at Gustavo. Like, yo, why are they winning at a massive level and I'm not? So I had to really look at the similarities between us. You feel what I'm saying? I looked at the similarities. So, number one, we all came into the business through a sign-up link. You feel what I'm saying? We all came in with the same link. We all got the same package. Whether it's the DCX, the FRX, the Elite. You feel what I'm saying? We all came into the business through a sign-up link. We all made our username and password, right? We all paid $195, $325, depending on when you came into the business, whether it's a promo or not. So there's the similarities. Make sure you write this down, right? There's the similarities between us on this call and someone that's making 7 figures plus within the business, right? We all came in with the same exact package. We all came through the sign-up process, right? That's the first similarity. Number two, the second similarity is problems. You feel what I'm saying? Problems. Like, yo, understanding that everyone has problems in their life. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody go through shit. Everybody got problems in their life. So what's the actual difference? Right? What's the difference between someone that's making millions and millions of dollars in this business and someone that's not? You feel what I'm saying? And the difference is the approach, how they approach the business. So make sure you guys write that down, right? The difference is how they approach the business, right? That's the difference right there, how they approach the business. So me, I had to kind of just realize I had to change my approach. You feel what I'm saying? If I was going to get to the amount of success that I wanted to, I had to change my approach. You feel what I'm saying? I had to change my approach. So I had to just kind of realize, yo, how you do one thing is how you're gonna do everything. How you do one thing is how you're gonna do everything. And I had to just kind of realize that I can't approach the business like I approach anything else in my life, because as I said, this is my first time that I got the chance to make $1 million. Right? Does that make sense? Right? I can't approach this business like I approach anything else in my life, because this is my first time that I actually got a chance to make $1 million. Right? That I actually have a chance to make $1 million. So I had to kind of just think about it. Yo, whatever, like, yo, listen, you watching this call, like whatever your definition of hard work, whatever your definition of consistency is, you got to leave it at the door, because you got to understand that in this business, this is 2 separate ballparks, right? Hard work in this business is not hard work before the business. Consistency in this business is not consistency before the business. So I kind of really think, I used to work hard in school, right? I used to work hard when I was on a bull team, but it's not the same hard work. It's not the same consistency. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to come with a different approach, right? We got to come with the approach has to change, right? The approach has to change, right? So when we look at, the Mr. Banks of the world, right? When we look at the Mr. Banks of the industry, the reason why he's winning at a high level is because he treated the business differently than he treated anything else in the world, right? He treated the business differently than he treated anything else in the world. He didn't treat the business like this was college. He ain't treat the business like this was high school basketball. You feel what I'm saying? He understood that this is his first 10s that he had to probably make $1 million. So he had to come with a different approach, right? So really getting into the training, get into my training. I'm gonna be on here for a quick, like 10 minutes. And the name of the training is going to be Lessons from Banks, right? So write that down. This is Lessons from Banks, Joe. This is things that I learned from him, not off what he directly told me, but just by being around him, hearing the conversations he was having, studying his YouTube, studying his Facebook. This is lessons that I learned from him indirectly. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure this is lessons from Banks. And this is going to be concrete steps on how to get to the next level. You feel what I'm saying? This is concrete steps on how to get to the next level. And this is not even number one, but just write down the word believe. You feel what I'm saying? Write down the word believe. Cause this something that, I'm gonna be honest, like I was looking at his Facebook last night and he literally, bro, this was, I think 6 years ago, bro. He was literally on Facebook Live telling people he was gonna be a millionaire. He was telling people he was gonna make a lot of money trading. He was with the whole squad, like, we all gonna make money trading. We like, he was manifesting it. So it's like he had that belief. You feel what I'm saying? He believed. And one thing I realized is that your brain knows when you're wasting your time. So you can write that down, right? Just subconsciously, your brain knows when you're wasting your time. You feel what I'm saying? Your brain knows when you're wasting your time, right? So if your brain knows when you're wasting your time, you got to understand that you got to believe in the business 100%, right? If you don't believe that what you're doing is going to 100% work, if you don't believe that, not even just this business, like anything in life, if you don't believe that what you're doing is going to work 100%, right? Your mind is going to slow you down, or it's going to not allow you to actually be consistent with it. As I said, it's a different approach. How we was consistent before the business is not how we're going to be consistent in the business. You feel what I'm saying? If you're not 100%, you feel what I'm saying? If you don't 100% believe that what you're doing, if you don't 100% believe that trading, if you don't 100% believe that charming is possible for you, then your mind is not going to allow you to actually be 100% consistent within the business, right? So before we even get into, the lessons I learned from him, you feel what I'm saying? Before we even get to the concrete steps to get to the next level, it starts with your belief. You feel what I'm saying? It starts with your belief. And I actually was watching a video. I forgot who exactly said it. It was on Banks' YouTube, I think. And someone literally said, he said Banks recorded his whole journey. Banks recorded his whole process because he knew he was going to get to the end result. You feel what I'm saying? He knew he was going to get there. And then he said, a lot of us, he basically in the room speaking in front of other people, said a lot of us in the room, we don't record our journey or we don't record our process on a day-to-day basis because we're not 100% sure that we're going to get to the end result. And I had heard that, I was like, damn, that's 100%. That's 100% true. You feel what I'm saying? And that's like I told y'all, I showed y'all my last call. I've been documenting my whole journey from when I came into the business. I can show you guys my first picture in the business when I first went out to Dallas for the first time and I actually met all of my mentors, right? And I recorded every day because I 100% believe that this business is going to get me to that end result. You feel what I'm saying? So it starts with the belief behind it. Everybody on this call, like, just be transparent with me right now, all 90 of y'all. If I was to show y'all a crystal ball right now, and it'll show you guys a year from today, you will have $1 million. A year from today, you will have the car you want, the crib you want, the watch you want, the change you want. Would you be 100% consistent with the business every single day from now till then? Yes or no? Right? If I was to show y'all a crystal ball and you have everything you want, would you be consistent with the business every single day from now till then? Yes or no? It's an automatic yes, but what you got to understand is that the crystal ball is in your mind. You feel what I'm saying? The crystal ball is in it's the belief behind it. Like, one thing I wrote, if I could think about making $1 million, I could make $1 million. You feel if I could think about running this call, I could run the call. How you do everything is how you do anything. So it's like, that's the belief behind it. Really belief, really believe in yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Believe in yourself for real. But that's where it really starts. You ready? It starts with the belief, right? How much are you actually believing yourself? But look, believe it before you can see it. But look, really getting into it, right? Drop a 7 if everything I'm saying right now is making sense. I want to make sure everybody on the code is in alignment. Nobody getting left behind, because we're going to really get into it yet. We're going to really get into it now. We're going to really get into it now. So look, as I said, write this down. Make sure you taking notes. This is lesson from Banks, right? Lessons from Mr. Banks. These are things that I learned by watching his YouTube, watching his Facebook, right? Being around him, not necessarily from him, but just hearing the conversations he was having. You feel what I'm saying? Hearing him recording videos, you feel what I'm saying? Things like that. Hear him say his journey. So number one, right? Blueprint to elevate. Number one, educate yourself. Right? Number one, educate yourself. Right? Number one, educate yourself. Like, yo, if you look at, Bank, yo, he's someone that he knows everything, all the ins and all the outs about the business. He knows everything. If you really look at it, bro, like he knows everything he has to know about network marketing. He knows everything he needs to know about trading. He knows everything he needs to know about crypto, right? NFTs, metaverse, like he knows everything he needs to know, right? So that's what it starts off with, man. It starts off with educating yourself. And what educating yourself consists of is, getting on trainings and getting on go lives, right? Training is just like this, right? But it's not just about getting on, it's getting on intentionally, like getting on with the intent to actually take notes and learn something. Like, me, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, give y'all a quick little tip. Like me, every single call I hop on, before I even write down my notes, I'm writing down what I'm hopping on the call for. If I'm hopping on a go live, I'm writing down, my intention for this call is to hop on this call and get some type of breakthrough when it comes to market structure, when it comes to this, when it comes to that. If I'm hopping on a call like this, it's like, I want a breakthrough on how I can really take the business to the next level. You feel what I'm saying? How I can actually take the business to the next level. Right? But it starts with number one. As I said, number one, educate yourself, getting on trainings, getting on go lives, taking notes. And one thing I'm gonna tell you guys, because we're gonna be transparent on the call today, right? You can't be picky and choosy with what go lives you hop on. You can't be picky and choosy with what trainings you hop on. When I first came into the business, I hopped on everything I seen in the chat, right? I had to just kind of realize if I'm picky and choosy for when I want to put in work, if I'm picky and choosy when I want to hop on trainings, if I'm picky and choosy when I want to hop on go live, then shit, the Most High gonna be picky and choosy with the results that he give me. You feel what I'm saying? The Most High gonna be picky and choosy with the results that he give me. So understand, that's number one. Focus on gaining understanding. You got to chase knowledge, not money. So write that down. Don't let that go over your head. Chase knowledge, not money. All right, chase knowledge, not money. You got to understand that when you're chasing money, you're operating in lack and not abundance. Right? You're operating in lack and not abundance. Like, really kind of ask yourself, bro, if you're making $1 million, or for you to actually get to obtain $1 million, you got to operate in abundance. It's impossible to get there and not operate in abundance. So it's like, focus on or chase knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? Chase knowledge, chase understanding, rather than actually chasing money. Right? I hate when I go on the phone with somebody and the first thing they tell me is like, I ask them what their goal is. I'm being honest, because I done got on the phone with a lot of people over the last couple of months, and every single, like, 90% of people, when I ask them what their goal is for this year, they say, I want to make X amount of money. You feel what I'm saying? I want to make X amount of money. But everybody on here, your goal should be to grow. You feel what I'm saying? You got to understand that one thing I had to personally realize, like, before I was able to make X amount of money, I had to grow into someone that'll actually attract it. And it's like, before everybody on this call, before we're going to be able to get to $1 million, we got to grow into somebody that'll actually attract that. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to grow into somebody that actually attract that. But number two, right? Apply information as it is taught. You feel what I'm saying? Number two, apply information as it is taught. Right? Apply information as it is taught. Right? Apply information as it is taught, not how you think it should work. Right? Don't let that go over your head. Apply information as it is taught, not how you think it should work, how you think it's gonna work for you. Understand, bro, like, for example, let's say someone on the call, let's say my guy DC, right? Let's say I tell DC, plug in every single call that you see in the trade alerts this week. We're gonna win more than we lose, so you're gonna be in profit no matter what. Right? But DC, he heard the information, he went and applied it, but he applied it his own way. He started over leveraging on some trades, trading a little too much. Ended the week and he's in negative because he applied the information, but not how it was taught. He applied it how he thought it should work. Right? He applied it how he thought it should work. So that's with everything. That's not only just with trading, that's with the actual business. Right? That's with the actual business. Like, when Bex told me Go post on Instagram. I went and posted 3-4 times a week. Yo, first time I took the Banks, he told me like, yo, your Instagram a little dry, bro. If you really want to get to the next level, you gotta get the X amount of followers. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta follow this amount of people on a daily basis. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta DM this amount of people on a daily basis. Right now, I applied it how it was taught, not how I thought it should work. Right. But number 3, this is the most important one. This is like really, I'm gonna be honest, like this is the best lesson I gained from him. This is the best piece of information that I gained from him. And number 3 is self-accountability. Right? Self-accountability. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, though, like this is gonna help you not only just in this business, this is gonna help you in life in general. Right? This is gonna help you in life in general, like not only just in this business, self-accountability. You being, and this all this is you being accountable for your own life. Right? You being accountable for your own life. Now certain things, like, write this down. In life, there are no coincidences. Right? In life, there are no coincidences. You got to understand that you watching this call right now, where you are now, where you are in life right now was a result of every single decision you made up to this point. Right? Where you are in life right now is a result of every single decision that you made up to this point. Right? So it comes with, we got to take full responsibility. Right? We got to take full responsibility for everything that actually happens in our life. You feel what I'm saying? Even if it's not your fault, you got to say it's your fault. Right? Even when it's not your fault, you got to say it's your fault, because I'm going to be honest. Look, make sure you guys writing this down. I'm going to be honest. This is a gem. Look, as a human, naturally, you feel what I'm saying? As a human, naturally, right? Naturally, as a human, when things don't go our way, right? When things don't go our way, we're going to blame somebody else. We're going to blame something else as a coping mechanism. You feel what I'm saying? Write that down. Look, naturally, as humans, naturally, when things don't go our way, we're going to blame somebody or something else as a coping mechanism. Right? As a coping mechanism. Right? But you got to understand, before you look at anybody else, you got to look in the mirror. Right? Before you look at anything else, you got to look in the mirror. You feel what I'm saying? So, as I said, if the reason, like, you got to really look at it like this. If the reason that, you're broke, the reason that you have no money in your bank account, right? The reason that you're not elevated in the business, the reason you're not learning how to trade, the reason that, you feel stagnant or you feel stuck is out of your control, then it makes it okay. Right? If the reason that you're broke, if the reason that you're not really getting to the next level, if the reason that you're stagnant in the business is somebody else's fault, that means it's out of your control, it makes it okay. You feel what I'm saying? It makes it okay. Right? So I'm gonna really kind of think about it, bro. If the reason why people around, like, we look at it like this, like, if the reason that people around me is not joining the business is because they're broke-minded, I can't fix their mindset. I can't change the way they think. So it makes it okay for people not to join my business. Right? Remember, don't let that go over your head. Look, if the reason why people around me is not joining my business is because they have a broke mindset, you feel what I'm saying? I can't change their mindset. I can't change the way that they think. So it makes it okay for them not to join. It makes it okay. Right? If the reason that I don't really have money is because my parents weren't born, like, I wasn't born rich, I wasn't born in a good environment, I wasn't born in a good community. If that's the reason why I'm broke, I can't change where I was born at. I can't change who my parents are, so it makes it okay to be broke. Right? So it makes it okay to be broke. Right? Like, really kind of think about it, bro. If my business is not growing, right? If my business is not growing because of my downlines, if my business is not growing because my downlines are lazy, if my business is not growing because of my uplines, I can't change the fact that somebody else gonna put in work. I can't change the fact that somebody else gonna take time off the business. I can't change that, so it makes it okay for my business not to grow. So it makes it okay for my business not to grow. All right, don't let that go over your head, man. Don't let that go over your head. As I said, if my business isn't growing because of my downlines, uplines, sidelines. I can't control how much work somebody else puts into the business. So it makes it okay for my business not to grow. All right. So take blame, even if it's not your fault, bro. Like self-accountability, that's the number one lesson I really learned from Banks. Self-accountability, like really being accountable for everything I'm actually doing on a day-to-day basis. Like being accountable for every single trial, tribulation that come into my life, come into my business, come into my bank account, come into my trading account, being self-accountable for it. You feel what I'm saying? If I can't make money trading because the signal's not working, I can't control who's saying out the signals. So I might have to go learn how to trade instead. So it, like, yo, being self-accountable, yo, that's one thing that really like got me to the next level, yo. That's one thing that really got me to the next level, yo. I understood that, you know, or like think about it like this, like, you know, a couple of months ago in the business, I was like, damn, like, yo, nobody working as hard as me. Like I was just making a lot of excuses. I was putting the blame on everybody else but me. And that's why I made it seem like it was okay for my business not to grow. I made it seem like it was okay for my bank account not to grow. Because I wasn't being self-accountable. I was putting blame on somebody else. So take the blame even if it's not your fault. Take the blame even if it's not your fault. It don't matter what happens. You feel what I'm saying? It don't matter what happens in the business. Take blame even when it's not your fault. Right? Take the blame even if. So look, just a quick recap. Right? Just a quick recap before I pass the call off. Quick recap before I pass the call off. Look, number one, like this is lessons I learned from Banks. Right? Indirectly, just by being around him. Number one, educate yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's someone that he knows how to do everything in the business. Right? He knows how to do everything in the business. Right? So that's number one. Number two, apply information how it is taught to you, right? Not how you think it should be, or not how you think it should work. And then number three, self-accountability. Right? Self-accountability. Understanding that if like understanding that, you know, if you aren't self-accountable for what's going on in your life, you basically, if you put that blame on somebody else, if you put the blame on something that's not in your control, you make it okay not to get to the next level. You feel what I'm saying? You make it okay not to get to the next level. But understand it, bro, like, you know, at the end of the day, this is our first chance to make $1 million. So we got to come with a different approach. Right? So look, drop some bread emojis in the chat if everything is making sense. Right? If everything is making sense, drop a bread emoji in the chat. Right? If everything is making sense, drop a bread emoji in the chat. I just want to make sure everybody good. You feel what I'm saying? Before I get the next speaker on here, man. So look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, yo. Like, get y'all if your camera not on, get your camera on. If your notes is not out, get your notes out. Because I'm gonna be honest, the next person that we actually bringing on the code. I'm gonna be honest, this is someone that he's my personal mentor. You feel what I'm saying? This is someone that, you know, aside from just the business, like really just being around him, I was able to learn a lot. You feel what I'm saying? As I said, I just gave y'all a whole training off of things that he didn't directly tell me, but just things I heard by being around him. You feel what I'm saying? Like hearing him on the phone, hearing him have other conversations. You feel what I'm saying? Studying his Facebook, studying his YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to understand that this is someone, he's a legend in the industry. You feel what I'm saying? Like you look at the NBA, they have Hall of Famers. You feel what I'm saying? The NBA has Hall of Famers. Same thing as the business. The business has Hall of Famers, and he's a Hall of Fame in the business. Right? I seen on his story yesterday, he said he's gonna go down as a #1 network marketer of all time. And I truly believe it just because I actually see how he moves. I seen how he moved on a day-to-day basis. I see how he moved. He first one up, last one sleep. So, yo, look, I'm gonna be honest. I need y'all to, really spam the chat, yo. Like, don't just drop something, like spam the chat, spam some bread emojis in the chat if you really a breadwinner. Spam some bread emojis in the chat if you really a breadwinner. And Banks, bro, if you on the call, you can hop on here, unmute yourself. Appreciate you for hopping on the call, bro, for real. Let me see.
Put the thumbs up if we good.
Yeah, you straight. I'm about to pin you.
All right, cool. We in the car right now. Super excited to get in it. Y'all going crazy in the chat box, man. But super excited to be on this call right now. It's crazy. You know, me, Victor, and Saeed, we actually just got back from driving from the desert, right? And we were just like, yo, Josh and them going crazy, like not trying to be funny. I've been doing this business for 5 years, and the type of grind that I'm seeing from them reminds me when me and my boys were P1 and P2, like not caring about what anybody else had going on, but like putting our people on. And right now, you guys got to understand that you have leaders right now. I'm literally telling you this. Everybody on this call, if you see Josh, CJ, Jordan, Joe, if you see all these leaders doing what they're doing now, don't be surprised next year when they're chairman 25, chairman 50. Don't be like, dang, I remember when you were a P2, bro, and I was on your team. Wow, like it could be you too. And I'm saying that because when I got started, I had a lot of my friends that started this business with me, right? And it's crazy. And I want y'all to understand and listen because you guys are going through this or you're gonna go through this, right? When I started this, I had like this car right here, best friend, best friend, best friend on the way to these events. I remember it like it was yesterday. And then I remember it was one time when we had to catch a flight and one friend said, I can't go. The second friend said, I'll see you there in a couple of days. The third friend said, I don't know. I went out there by myself. None of those friends ever came back on a tour with me. None of those friends ever got back on the road with me. None of those friends ever got in the car and ran that business with me from that point on. And if I would have felt that my friends was the reason of my success, I would have been over with a long time ago. So the thing that I'm going to talk about in this call to you guys right now is how to level up on every aspect, right? And I've been actually reading a book. I think I got it back here, right? I've been reading a book. Everybody's like, yo, what book are you reading right now? Yo, Banks, can you tell me like how my life should be? And I'm like, yo, bro, I can't tell you about your life, right? But I'm reading this book, right? This is the book I'm reading right now. It's called Discipline Equals Freedom, right? By Jocko Willcock. Very, very good book. It's actually not like the typical book. Like this is how the book is. It's pretty big words, right? It's pretty simple, but it really breaks things down. And I actually just want to read a few things, right? Because there was things that I listened to in here, and it was like, okay, I got you. There's a few things in there, right? So I just want to see if I can figure out that page, right? Where does discipline come from? Okay, here it goes, here it goes. The person you can control. Okay, check this out. Listen to this. Listen to this. Okay, hold on. I just want to see which one it is. Mind control. Is it mind control? No, was it mind control? That means where you actually is. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. You are declaring principal power use. All right, so we're gonna go with this. All right, so basically the person you can control. So I really want y'all to write this down and probably listen because this is something that I dealt with. I was trying to get people to want to be successful like I wanted to be successful. And that was where the stress began in my business. That was when the doubt began in my business was because I wanted my boy DC, right? I wanted my boy Aaron, right? I wanted Heaven Wealthy. I wanted them to be so successful that I was getting, I was telling my boys, yo, stop going to the club, bro. Like, are you serious about this business? Like, yo, and it was a point where I'm like, you know what? They're going to keep going to the club. They're going to keep going, getting drunk every single weekend. I'm going to stress myself out, keep trying to get them to want this shit like I want it. So basically, this is what I read. And I was like, it took 4 years for me to read this, for me to finally understand that I was stressing myself out for years. So it says, people are not who you want them to be. Kill your idols. Sure, there are things we can learn from people, but people aren't going to be what you think they are. So basically said, even the people that we have put up with on a pedestal, like, listen, leaders, you guys on this call, check me out. I'm telling y'all this because I remember when I was a P2000 and me and my 4 leaders flew to California to meet one of our leaders. And I remember I thought this dude was the dopest leader. He had the best content I've ever seen. And I was like, I want to be like him. And when I went to meet him, he wasn't he wasn't the guy that I looked up to. He wasn't that Instagram person. I'm like, man, this is not really, I just felt some way. So basically it said, people, even those people you have put on a pedestal are going to be faulted. They're going to be weak. They're going to have ego, right? They're going to be lazy, entitled, short-sighted. They will be far from perfect, right? So that's fine. Learn from their weaknesses, right? So that was one thing that I did. I learned from my mentor's weaknesses. I said, okay, this is what I do like about him, but this is something I noticed, and this is the reason why he isn't at the level he should be. So some of you guys on this call, you can learn from me, but you can also be like, all right, you know what? I've seen a few of Bank's weaknesses for the past few months, right? I could tell you my weaknesses. One weakness that I wrote down was my mom actually told me this. She said, you know, you need to be more consistent. She said, you always tell people what you're going to do, and everybody be ready when Banks say, let's do something. And then you don't do it. So after a while, people are going to stop listening to you because you're hyping them up and you're not coming through with what you said. And I had to sit back and be like, dang, you know, I be having the craziest ideas. I be having the dopest ideas. But somehow in between that line of getting it ready and getting it started, something happens. So at the end of the day, basically what I said was learn from their weaknesses, learn from their strengths, and mimic and copy them in what they do well. But equally as important, learn from their faults. So at the end of the day, because you can't control other people, you can't make them want what you want to be, right? You can't make them who you want to be. So the only person you can control is you. So focus on asking yourself who you want to be. Faster, stronger, smarter, more humble, less ego, discipline your body, free your mind, get up early, go up, go after it. Like, yo, for the past 7 days, I've been waking up at 3:50. I've been out of my house at 4:15. I've been at the gym at 4:45. I play basketball and stretch from 4:45 to 5. From 5 to 6, I'm working out, whether it's leg day, chest day, shoulder day. I'm challenging myself to be better. I joined this business as a college student who was athletic, who was always working out. And then I had to get in my bag. And I told somebody, I said, you know what? Since I joined IM, I never did this business like healthy. I never did this business like athletic. Like I literally just been on my laptop taking notes. I haven't did no push-ups in 4 years. I have not, you feel me? I have not lifted weights in 3 years. I said, bro, if I turn up and get right, I said, bro, I'm going to be a whole nother person. I said, what I did in 4 years, I said, I swear to God, this year I'm going to do more in 1 year than I did in the past 4 years. So it's not me trying to prove it to you. It used to be me proving it to others that I'm going to go hard. No, it was me proving it to myself. And some of you guys on this call right now, like, I don't know if y'all go through that shit, but like, when I wake up late, when I wake up at 3 and 4 o'clock, like, I wake up and just get up. Like, it was like a thing, like, I could stay asleep or I could get up early. And like, you guys just got to understand, like, yo, you're fighting. Yo, I don't know if you go online and look at this shit, but like, your life, like, the average human lives till they're 75. Some of you guys right now need to subtract that fucking number from your age and see how long you got to live. Subtract those years by months, see how many more months you got to live. Subtract the months by days, see how many more days you got to live. Write that shit on the whiteboard, and every day write down 5,000. I got 4,999 days to live. I got 4,000 days to live. When you start looking at your grind, when you start looking at your life like that, your grind's gonna change. When you understand that you're on a time limit and this life that you have might not be promised. We had somebody in our team last year in Puerto Rico. We don't know when somebody can die. We had a training. They left that training and they did not make it home. We woke up the next day, found out that a P2000 in our team died because he fell asleep in the car on the way home. Crazy. He was at the crib taking notes, staying up. He was tired, got in a car crash, never made it to live, never got to go P5. So now you got to think like that. Dang, that's crazy. I remember, homie, he was going hard and he was about to go P5. He didn't get to do it. So some of you guys right now, like, no funny stuff. Like, I don't know if y'all be watching, like, how can I say it? Like, I stay up watching conversations of artists. I watch interviews. I be watching, like, you know, Rick Ross doing like a little interview with people. And I just like to listen to what they be talking about. I like to listen to that breaking point when Rick Ross was a security guard making, what he said? He said like $500 every 2 weeks. I like listening to the artists that we look up to, the millionaire celebrities, talk about when they was broke. I love listening to the things that they said they did. One thing I hear a lot of artists say is that they always believed it. They always wrote down what they wanted and they believed in it so much that it happened. I don't know if you guys watch Kanye and y'all seen the Yeezus, y'all seen that? But he showed his whole life. Kanye literally showed him being a nobody, walking into offices, rapping the songs that we love, rapping songs that we heard from Kanye. They was laughing at him like, what? Like, come on, bro, you make beats. Come on. Now he's a billionaire, making more than his idols. Yo, I told Josh and them this when I was with them. Y'all need to go to businessfromhome.org. Businessfromhome.org. This is a website for our profession. I don't know if y'all know what our profession is. Y'all are not Forex traders. Yes, you trade Forex, but our profession is network marketing. When you go to artists, they say, I'm a rapper, right? If you go to a movie star, they don't say I'm a movie star. They say I'm in the movie industry. Right now, you guys are in the network marketing industry. I'm going to break down nuggets. I'm going to break down status. Status number one. We make more bread, number one, than rappers. Rappers make about 9.8 billion. The music, that's R&B. That's all that. That's my bad. Hold on real quick. Huh? I'm on a call right now. You can hear me out the car and everything? Oh, my fault. I got to do a business call right now. You want to get a haircut from Wealthy? I'll walk in there. I'll be in a minute. All right, my bad. I didn't even know that dude. He just watched my car. But basically what I was saying, right? I hate when that happens. People always distract me. What was I talking about? I'm like, what, bro? He just messed me all up.
Network market industry.
There we go. I love it. Right. So I'll send it to Josh again. But basically it was talking about it was talking about the top professions. It was if you play sports, right? The NBA is about a $9.8 billion industry. It was talking about artists, right? The music industry is like a 19.8. It was talking about movies. Out of everyone, it said network marketers, they make more millionaires, right? It was like a $242 billion industry. So I know a lot of you guys on this call, you have dreams about being a rapper. You got dreams about being an NFL player. I don't know if you even watch or listen to the statistics, but there's only about a few hundred people in college that get drafted. You talking about Duke, you talking about North Carolina, you talking about Kansas, you talking about Miami, you talking about Florida State, you talking about all these schools. Out of every school that got 60 players, every school, only 112 or 100 and something go to the NFL. Everybody else got to figure this shit out. They either got to go overseas, they got to go somewhere. So what I'm trying to tell you guys right now is that you have a chance making your first million in this business than trying to be a rapper and waste 4 or 5 years trying to come out with that next hit. Not telling you that you will not become that, but I'm telling you right now, I joined this business and I made a bag. Now me and my boys can make music if we want to for fun. We don't need to be a rapper to get paid. We already know how to get paid. We just want to rap for fun, right? So what I'm trying to tell you guys is there's no reason why, and I'm telling you this straight up. I joined this business because I wanted money because I dropped out of college. I started making money and my next goal was to get out of my mom's house. I got out of my mom's house and the next goal was to travel the world. Everything that I wrote down and I said I needed, it happened. You guys on this call right now, you really have to figure out what you truthfully want and write down how much it's going to cost for that life. I wrote down the type of house I wanted to live in a year or two before I ever had the money for it. But I woke up knowing that I would I don't know if y'all be looking at millionaire, billionaire lifestyle videos on YouTube and people be having $47 million homes. Why can't I have a home like that? So back to network marketing. If you go to business from home and you go to income earners, if you go to network marketing income earners, not monthly, but when it says all time, you can look at the all time income earners. You have the Jaeger Group. They're number one. They cleared over $600 million in the past 40 years from network marketing. Then you have the number two guy. He cleared about 400 million. Then you have number three. Oh, I'm talking about the top 30 all cleared over $50 million. 50 M's from network marketing companies that's not Forex related, juice related, travel related. Do y'all understand right now? Like, think about LeBron when he came into the league in 2003, and people said he wasn't going to be better than Kobe, but people said he wasn't going to be better than like Jordan. We're in an industry right now where we're about to break records. The people that the highest income earners, they joined this shit in the 50s. Like, you hear what I'm saying? They joined this 50 years ago. Ain't nobody broke their records in 50 years. So you think I'm about to, what? This is 2022. If they didn't have the internet 50 years ago, I'm definitely about to run this up. So if I want to clear $1 billion, that's the number that I actually said. Somebody said, yo, what's your goal? I said, bro, I want to make $1 billion in commissions from network marketing before I die. I've been doing this for 5 years. NBA players play basketball for 20 years. This only year 5. What do you think I'm about to do for the next 15? You talk about, come on, like, really think about that. A lot of you guys got to think about that. When you graduate college and you get a job, how long are you going to work that career? So I had to really sit back and be like, wow, it's only been 5 years. Why would I leave my company? Like, really? Like, come on, really think about that. This is a career. You guys on this call right now, y'all been doing it for less than a year. Josh has probably been around for a year. So that means a lot of you guys are only doing this for 6 months, 9 months. Do y'all understand what's going to happen year 2, year 3? Come on, everybody around me. Gustavo, he went P5 his first year. You feel me? Next year, Chairman 10, I remember the Chairman 10, Gustavo. I remember Chairman 25, Gustavo. I remember Chairman 50, Gustavo. We waiting for the Chairman 100, Gustavo. A lot of you guys got to understand that you're going to be a part of that 100, Chairman 100, Gustavo, because you guys are going to be the new P2000s, the new Chairman 10s, right? Like, guys, it's about to turn up. Like I just told Josh, I said, yo, look, right now, all the cities that we're going to, April, we're outside. I said, we're literally like, yo, you guys got to be able to say this. I don't want to say it. I don't know if it might come off rude, but it was a point when if you was into my business, we could not talk. We could not hang out. Guess you're my friend and I love you. But right now, I got to retire my mom. And if you're not in the way, like if you're not helping me plan that, then like right now, I'm not going to be pulling up. I'm not going to be at the events. I'm not going to be at the club. Like, and I'm so happy and grateful that I did not go to those clubs. I'm so happy and grateful that I did not go to those kickbacks when I was 20, when I was 21, and all my friends was there. Because all my friends now, they work desk jobs, bro. All my friends now, they live with their mom at 26 years old, bro. They got 4 kids, bro. My cousin is my age and she got 4 kids. We graduated the same year. I wanted to be rich. She wanted kids. We just had 2 different lives. So a lot of you guys got to understand right now, your dreams of being successful, your dreams of getting to the next level might not be somebody else's dream. And respectfully, that's okay. But what do you want? So like, that's all I did. I challenged myself. I challenged myself to learn more than other people. I challenged myself to stay up and wake up early. Like, this shit ain't about nobody else. When you go to sleep and when you in this Zoom call, I can't, like, this call right now, we giving you all the nuggets. We giving you all the bars. But what did I say? Discipline. Only you can control what you do. I can tell you everything you got to do to get the bag, but it's up to you to actually say, you know what? I'm taking action. If you can't make that up, like really think about that. Like I just was telling somebody, I'm like, do you understand? I created myself in this business. Like me, if this was 4 years ago, I ain't talking to you like this. I'm not your mentor. You might not even want to be beside me because I look like I might finesse you. Like, I had to change. My whole friend group had to change. All my homeboys that was with me, every single one of them. You want to know the story? I just called one of my homeboys a few days ago. My homeboy who was my ride or die, number 1, he got shot. I didn't even know it. He called me. I was like, yo, bro, what's been good? He's like, man, I actually been in the bed for like the past 3 months. Like, I was outside in Jersey and, you know, I was getting ready to go to a party and somebody was fighting. We went over there to see who was fighting. Then they start shooting. And then I just start walking away. And next thing you know, I'm on my back. I'm like, what? He said, yeah, like, it was a fight and I was just around and I got shot by a stray bullet. Like literally it broke my, like I forgot what he said it broke, but I'm like, dang, like you got shot. Like, bro, you only 5'4", like you the littlest dude in the crew. Like, but at the end of the day, he decided to be around the wrong people. He decided to be around the wrong environment. And at the end of the day, it just didn't happen. My other homeboy who was with us, he ended up getting married. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I ain't about to be getting married broke. That's me. I gotta have a bag if I'm getting married. And then my other homeboy, I don't even know what he doing. What I'm trying to say is that the people that was riding in this whip with me, they ain't with me no more. I'm riding Dolo in the big body Benz. They ain't with me no more. You feel me? So there's a point where you guys in this car got to understand that some people are not going to be there. Some people are not going to be there in the next 5 years. Some people are not going to look at this like you look at this, and it's okay. I'm telling you guys right now, like for real, on some real serious stuff. Like right now, I'm challenging myself. Every day, I'm working out. Every day, I'm dropping a video on Instagram. Like I haven't dropped one today. So I got to go to Gustavo's house. I got to drop my video because that's a challenge that I'm challenging myself with. So you guys on this call again, like you got to marry the game. I married this business and I'm literally like, I'm not divorcing her right now because I got to get that money for that prenup. You feel me? So I got to go crazy. So I'm telling you guys on this call right now, like, what do you want? Like I want everybody in this call, like after you get off of here, just go dream real quick. Just go dream. Just go type in, just type a city. Just like, you know what? I want a mansion in Los Angeles. I want a mansion in Miami. And type in Miami mansions on Google. Go to images and look at like 5 or 6 photos. Go look at the price. See how much it costs. Figure out what do you got to do to get that amount of income. Right? Write down the car that you want. Like for real. Write it down. Like I wrote all that shit down. I had a vision board. I didn't have a passport when I joined this business. I ended up getting a passport through this business. I never traveled to California until I joined this business. I didn't know how I feel to even know what a millionaire house looked like. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm from a city where my aunt still live with my grandma. I'm from a family where nobody in my family got a business. My grandpa still sell bootleg DVDs. Like, not no more, but I remember being in high school, waking up on Saturday, going with my granddad to sell bootleg DVDs in front of some little spot. Like, I ain't come from shit. So why is it that I'm the one in my family that became a millionaire? I just did not want to do what they was doing. I sacrificed going home for the holidays. I couldn't go back to grandma's house with no money in my pockets. I just didn't want it to be like that. You feel me? I just felt like, you know what? I got to save my family. And like some of y'all in this car right now, like you going through a whole lot of shit. And trust me, that shit gonna get worse if you don't do nothing about it. Like we live in a world right now where people don't feel sorry for you. There's homeless people every day. I just got done talking to my barber and I was like, you know what? He was like, do you ever go back home where you from? Like, since you started making money, have you been? I said, yeah, I always go back home. And I said, you know, he said, do you ever see anybody? I said, the only time I ever see people that I grew up with is at the gas station up the street from my mom's crib. And I said, you know, the last time I pulled up to the gas station, I seen somebody who went to my high school. I didn't hang with him, but we were the same age. You feel me? Played basketball, all that. And I said, bro, he was a straight up crackhead, like straight up homeless. Like literally, like you could tell it was him, but he wasn't him no more. He was lost. Like, but I don't know what he did. I don't know which road he decided to travel. Like when I decided to go on and chase my dreams, I don't know what he decided to do. So I don't know what happened between high school and now. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be seeing people y'all know from school that ain't gonna look the same no more. I was just telling my homeboy, I'm like, yo, bro, all the pretty girls from high school ugly now. And all the ugly girls is pretty. Like, it's backwards. You feel me? Like, it ain't the same. If you had money when we was in high school, something going on. And if you was the underdog in high school, somebody put you on. Like, that's just how it is. Everybody I know that was dropouts, they all making bread now. And everybody I know that was straight A students that went to the big schools, they back working regular jobs. Why is it? I don't know. But like, it's just something that you guys got to understand. You're creating your life right now. Every day you're writing your book and it's up to you to go to the next level. So I'm not on here to preach to you. Like I said, y'all on this call right now. In the next few weeks, you're going to be seeing me, Josh, and the whole squad in a different city. Like, I can work with anybody on my team. There's a lot of people that's like, yo, Banks, come to Puerto Rico. Yo, Banks, come to Texas. Yo, Banks, come to Chicago. And I don't want to work with everybody because I know everybody ain't going to be here. But I can tell you guys right now that your mentors, your uplines, they in this shit. And they going for every single rank on that comp plan. And I want to be a part of that. So whatever I can do to help them, I told them, let me know. Josh been sending me a list. CJ gave me a list of all his leaders. He said, yo, him, her, these my people right here. I want you to rock with them. I want you to go through their pages. I want you to check them out because they're going to be the next leaders. So like whatever they're doing, listen to them. I'm sure they told y'all, yo, y'all need to make a TikTok. I had a TikTok for a year. I always be trying to overdo it. Josh said, no, just do it like this and you're going to go viral. My first day, I had 17,000 views because I followed what he told me. Like, simple. I didn't have to do nothing extra. You said do it like this. What song? Okay, we using Yeet. Who the hell is Yeet? I don't know. We're going to listen to Yeet. Bet, play Yeet. Okay, cool. What else? Put these words in the video. What hashtags? Use these hashtags. Then what? Click post. Yo, people following me. Like, oh, shoot. Comments. Like, y'all got to understand right now that this is about to be the next level. This moment, like April, is about to be doomsday. No Fool's Day, doomsday. Everybody in this call right now, we're going for the next level. We talking about trading, we trading heavy this year. You talking about building, we building heavy this year. So if you on this call right now and you really want us to be in your city, I need everybody to drop the city that you in right now because this year we going on the crazy tour. This summer, we going on the crazy tour. And whatever city you say you in the next 30 days, I want you to put what rank you're gonna be. Because if you not P1000, we ain't coming there. So I want everybody in this call to challenge themselves. 30 people to hit P1000. That's one person a day for the next 30 days without help. So write your city down. We coming there. Tomorrow we back at it. We getting back to work. You already know it's Metaverse Mondays. But I just wanted to hop on here, man. You feel me? This ain't no social media call. This is a wake-up call. This is a getting your bag call because tomorrow's Monday and it's somebody right now that's broker than you. It's somebody right now that got kicked out of their mom house and they got to take fucking showers at Planet Fitness because they don't got a house to go wash in. They want to be successful. And they ass is up right now going hard, bro, period. Like, y'all don't know y'all think about that. Like, imagine if this was the fucking army and you got sent to war. There's somebody in Afghanistan battling. There's somebody in Afghanistan training because he know his ass can die on the line. So he gonna grind every day. He gonna practice on his snipe every day because he cannot die. That means he's gonna leave his family behind. So it's somebody out there that really want this shit, bro, and they working hard. So I just want to let y'all know, like, yo, listen, you gotta go harder than you ever been. You feel me? If you're not gonna do it for yourself, go look at your little sister while she sleep. Go look at your mom, bro. Go look at the car that y'all been driving in for years and be like, you know what? I gotta change this shit, bro. Like, if you gotta go in a fucking bathroom and cry after this call just because you tired of the fucking life you've been living, I did that shit a lot. And I ain't afraid to say it because I'm getting paid off them tears. So at the end of the day, you gotta turn that pain into champagne. You feel me? And we gonna do the damn thing this year. So at the end of the day, I hope you guys are ready to level up. We about to go harder than we ever been. I see my man C. John on the call, Mav on the call. We got a whole, y'all got some all-stars on the call. C. John on the call. Y'all got a Chairman 10, who last year, not last year, but 2020 was a P2000. I remember C. John, P2000, and then I remember C. John getting invited to go to the P5 retreat. There was 15 people that all went to the P5 retreat. Out of the 15, 13 of them all went Chairman 10. The other 2 ended up quitting the business and said that the business didn't work. I don't know why. Some people make excuses. Some people make shit happen. So at the end of the day, if you're on this call right now, just understand we about to make it happen. We want you guys to be a part of this. We're going to be doing a whole lot of activities this year, not just conventions. We're going to be doing a whole lot for the team. So I told Josh and CJ that this month, we're going to be doing another week getaway where we grind together. And I said, yo, I want y'all to bring people who y'all feel deserve it. So in the next 2 weeks, we're going to be linking up. I don't know if we're going to go to Florida. I told them California, But basically, all you guys got to do is get your flight. If you get your flight and CJ and Josh say that y'all good, we gonna handle the Airbnb. And from Monday to Sunday, we gonna be grinding. Like literally, they'll tell y'all what we was doing. Staying up to 4 o'clock, waking up at 6 o'clock, grinding, going to college campuses, talking to people, like getting straight to it. So at the end of the day, yo, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself tomorrow. Just challenge yourself. Like if you wake up at this time, just try to waking up an hour earlier. You feel me? Just try it. But other than that, I just want to pass the call back to Josh. You feel me? I appreciate you for putting me on this call. I appreciate y'all for packing this call out. Like, not even trying to be funny. Y'all been 88 strong since I got on here. So that means everybody in this call, y'all didn't come to fuck around. You know, so I know I got like a bad mouth. I just got to be real with y'all. I don't want to get on here and be somebody I'm not. I'm just getting on here because I really know what this shit can do for you. I know the type of money that it pays, and I know the type of lives that, like the type of lifestyle that it could change, bro. You feel me? Like my mom don't work a job, bro. That shit is exciting to me. You feel me? Like I don't want my mom stressed out. So that was a goal of mine. So some of y'all right now, bro, you need to make your family your why. And I swear that'll be a reason why you go harder every single day. So Josh, I'm passing the call back to you, bro. Appreciate you for getting me on here. Let's run it. Sheesh.
Sheesh, man. Shit, yo, drop some bread emojis in the chat. We gonna end it on that. Drop some bread emojis in the chat. We gonna end it on that, man. With that being said, man, I'm gonna see y'all boys at the top and from the top. Only time we ever look down is to help bring you guys up, man. Let's get it.